If your toy did this
Hey,
in high school,
hey.
okay, you as a parent,
Bro.
would you want your child to be the one they make an example of?
And of course, the hope is that there really is going to truly be a thorough investigation. And if they are guilty, then to be quite honest, there needs to be thorough punishment. I'm not going to forget a stigma. You now have I'm going to be more in pain as a parent. More in pain because my child decided to do some stuff that caused other parents not to. And chances are, some of the kids that perished,
yes,
might have been classmates.
Msiba imetokelezea that all parents, especially mothers, at a totally different level of pain. Okay, but for them, their pain is in conjunction with Hapakwa deaths. It's also that one of on top of all of these things that we're going through, we now have a national catastrophe, which unfortunately, most times when this happens, we end up having copycats amongst these. I don't know why, but there's always like 1 or 2, 3 that follow after. There's always copycats, whether for whatever reasons, whether it's for attention, whether it's for Nini. And me, I don't know what drove this one. We'll see what comes out of this whole thing. It was something that was not being provided in school, or whether it was some way of protesting, or it was some way of getting the school to be closed down, by I don't know, because sometimes it is. And of course, the hope is that there really is going to truly be a thorough investigation. And if they are guilty, then to be quite honest, there needs to be thorough punishment, because there's some things that sometimes some kids, like now over here, sometimes you find kids do some things because they believe that they are juveniles, and that they'll only get to serve until 21, and then juvenile records are sealed or whatever. But when they are tried as adults, that changes the game. There are stories like that. I see where you're going with it, but I think that this issue is deeper than showing that if you do this, then the punishment is going to be severe. I think it's also a mindset of that generation, where it's that if I don't get things done my way, or if things are not done my way, then I take them into my own hands and I do X.
And consequently, for doing that, the repercussions have to be, and again, there are people in Saudi Arabia.
You as a parent,
yes.
If your toy did this in high school, okay, you as a parent,
bro,
would you want your child to be the one they make an example of?
Yes.
Hey, you're harsh. Okay.
I'm very harsh.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to forget a stigma. You now have I'm going to be more in pain as a parent. More in pain because my child decided to do some stuff that caused other parents not to. And chances are, some of the kids that perished,
yes,
might have been classmates.
Yeah.
We would have been, maybe our kids mingled or whatever. I mean, hypothetically speaking, because we don't know those dynamics, but those are those are dynamics you have to consider. Just as much as if my toy is a bully, I'm like, no. Why are you being a bully? As much as I tell my daughters, bullies are cowards, then they go bully people. I'm like, what? So you're a coward?
I mean,
no.
okay.
And and remember, at some point, I always thank my my uncle, godpapa. Watoto ni wapita njia. Kids are sojourners. They're coming but briefly staying and bouncing.
Correct.
Look at the people around you, friends, people that we know. Whatever kimaliza high school, actually even before kids finish high school,
they've already started separation.
wameanza separation.
Yeah.
They started, sleepovers, hanging out with your friends. They've really started detaching.
Yeah, college is the already,
even before college.
College is already goodbye.
Because you think about it.
Yeah, once they're out there.
Because I remember my uncle asked me, hey, by the way, where are you? I'm like, hey, I'm in America. Is your mother here? No. So you're alone here. Okay. Think about it. Do you live with your mother?
And you're not going to go back to her house.
No.
Yeah.
Do you live with your mother?
Asha.
I don't live with my mother.
Yeah.
Most of our listeners here don't live with their mothers. Not unless now, specifically, mom is there for to be taken. Or mzee is for purposes, for taking care and career.
Or maybe you're a caregiver.
You're a caregiver. But other than that, would you allow your mother to see you naked? Yeah, there we go. Lakini your baby yako, you have a significant other, you have a partner, whatever. Whether you'll walk around the house.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the point he made. Like, at some point, even if you're a young man, if you're a boy, at 13, 14, unaanza kujificha uchi.
Correct. Yeah, you don't let it. Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So at some point, and that is where I was like, I'm always like, it's instrumental. Kwanza kufundisha mtoi mambo za ulimwengu kiasi, because it is harsh, and especially like these devices, these ones.
Yeah.
It is a harsh world out there, because it's funny how like unakumbuka mazee tulikuwa tunamka tunacheza ball, tunarudi tunasosi tunalala.
Correct.
Kids nowadays. How Dr. Omano hapa, Jemo.
Yeah.
His toys. Let's go. He takes them for activities so that they stay away from not to stay away,
but to reduce the
screen time.
Yeah. Yeah, because.
But you see, with this, parents here are struggling because these are high schoolers.
Yeah.
And somebody was saying, you don't know how much money has been spent to kuna wazazi wamekopa pesa.
Yeah, just to get the child in school.
Mtoi ende shule.
Yeah.
And they're working off that debt.
They're on constant pay the sacco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and I think for me it's more the lapse. Because if you remember, is it Endarashani? I can never pronounce the name right.
Yeah.
Endarashani. 2024. 67 kids. And they're supposed to be protocol. They're supposed to be mutaratara.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the question becomes:
and
do all schools
have been in place for a while? And that's why I went all the way back to Matiang'i, because Matiang'i is the one that now, after that, they put things in place. And Nani came in. What was his name? The guy who passed away, the one of the CS of education. The professor,
not Pogasio, but I know you're talking about
the Luo guy.
Yeah.
And even during his tenure, I think there was also a big fire. I think
there was a fire. That was 2024.
I think.
No. Yes. And Darashani, something like that.
No, that was not. He was not there then. Because wait, no. Yeah, he was because Nani started in. Wait. Ruto went in
22.
22.
Yes.
But yeah, he was Ruto's guy.
And the Rashani or something.
Yeah,
was
he was
24,
Ruto's
something
guy.
like
He was
that.
Ruto's
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
So Magoha. That was his name.
Magoha. Yes.
Magoha
yes.
was his name.
Yes.
Yes. And like all the protocols or the things that they did prior to, we thought that all these things have been put in place, and it's now what is it called? It's basically the standard operating procedure for all boarding schools per Ministry of Education, that these are the things you need to do. But hawa watu bado wanafanya vitu wanataka, wanafunga vitu na nyororo, sijui nini, the watches, and sijui you might have the key and is huko sijui I don't know where, sijui.
And those are things that should have been changed. And actually, I was even listening to Akina Jamila Mohammed on Citizen, News Gang, saying, like even now when she was taking her kids, like parents, you're only allowed to see the dorm once and that's it.
Or the initial when you
take
it, yes.
But the question now becomes,
you really don't get to see the full operation.
You can't question. Technically, like, can you not question? Are you given a brief? Are you given, these are the procedures in case? Like how here, toys are being trained.
Yeah, emergency exits,
drills,
I don't know
because
what.
of in case
we do drills.
In case of the
disaster recovers, I don't know what, all those things.
There's an active shooter.
Do this, yeah. But,
now we're talking about 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds.
To get to that point, there had to be a lot of deaths or things happening for them to realize we now actually have to train these kids on all of these things. How
about gun control, common sense gun control?
That's true. That's true. They can do that. But they are like, okay, well, we also have constitution upper that's blocking us, supposedly, or whatever.
It's not because it's lobby.
Whatever they want to call it, right?
Lobbyists.
But with Kenya, by now, we should be having those sorts of drills in schools.
Like in case there's a fire.
We should have those sorts of drills. We should have, okay, this is the way to get out in case of a fire. There's this. But you see,
the thing is, that means that the buildings themselves have to be built to code. Meaning they have to be built that in case there's a fire, in case there's a fire, then in case there's a fire, this is how you're supposed to proceed, right?
That's true. And what is it that we normally, like the way in buildings we have the fire extinguishers, and then in case there's a fire, you break the glass and you throw the fire extinguisher, then you start using it. Sindio. So you would think that those sorts of things need to be put in place in schools, like in case there's a fire, like just the same way, like even when you're on a plane, in your exit, ugonge hii mlango na hii mlango itakutoa nje. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That those sorts of things also need to be done. But it seems like in as much as we know all the things that need to be done, nobody's doing them. And you don't have to retrofit a school over, above and beyond to do that. Because you're locking the doors. Why would you lock people in?
Now,